the seasons pass, I see the world in fractured lines, like broken stars and ancient signs. I reach out to the frozen air, but there is no one standing there, just my reflection, pale and deep, a promise that I couldn't keep. It's a hollow world inside this frame. I've forgotten how to speak your name. Every window shows a different sky. Every truth is just a painted lie. Yeah, we're living in a glass tower tonight. Fractured, falling through the cracks of time, searching for a sign. I walk the halls of empty light, between the morning and the night. I find a shadow on the floor where there used to be a door. The gravity is pulling slow to a place I used to know. It's a hollow world inside this frame. I've forgotten how to speak your name. Every window shows a different sky. Every truth is just a painted lie. Yeah, we're living in a glass tower tonight. If the glass should finally break, how much more can one heart take? Would I fall or would I fly into the cold and open sky? I see the world beneath my feet, where the light and shadows meet. You're a figure trapped in white, in the pale and winter light. Just a touch beneath the surface, in a world without a purpose. I can't reach, but I can't break the heavy glass above the lake. It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep. Every breath is turning blue, everything I thought I knew is sinking down in quiet rings to the ghosts of former things. The air is sharp, the sky is wide, with nowhere left for us to hide. It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep. If the frost begins to thaw, would I find the life I saw? Or would the vision wash away in the gray of coming day? It's a cold reflection in the deep, secrets that the winter has to keep. I'm staring through the ice tonight, chasing ghosts of neon light. Yeah, just a cold reflection in the deep, beneath the ice, still waiting, frozen in time. echoes in a hollow room, tracing the shadows, chasing the gloom. Your pulse was a rhythm I used to know. Now it's just static, a flickering show. I'm dialing a number that doesn't exist, lost in the vapors, a heart in the mist. The screen glows white in the dead of the day, watching the signal just drifting away. A ghost in the circuit, a glitch in the dream. Nothing is ever as real as it seems. The wires are heavy, the connection is free. Counting the debts that will never be paid. It's a broken transmission, a desperate sound, searching for something that'll never be found. Lost in the feedback, drowning in blue. I'm losing the signal, I'm losing you. Yeah, it's a broken transmission tonight. Do you hear me? Are you there? Can you feel me? Anywhere? Just a flicker in the dark, a dying flame, a final It's a broken transmission, a desperate sound, searching for something that'll never be found. Lost in the feedback, drowning in blue. I'm losing the signal, I'm losing you. Yeah, it's a broken transmission tonight. Signal fading, fading. The stage is set in velvet black. There's no way to take it back. Every line I've memorized fills the space between our eyes. The curtains heavy, soaked in rain, writing scenes to hide the pain. But the ink is running off the page. In this hollow, empty empty cage. The lights are burning through the floor. I can't find the exit door. Acting out a different part with a cold and heavy heart. I'm a ghost inside the frame, calling out a nameless name. It's an unfinished script tonight. Blinded by the spotlight's light, tearing up the final scene for everything that could have been. Yeah, it's an unfinished script tonight. Do we kill the lights? Do we end the play? Or just wander through the gray in a story gone astray? It's an unfinished script tonight. Blinded by the spotlight's light, tearing up the final scene for everything that could have been. Yeah, it's an unfinished script tonight. The theater is cold, the dialogue is old, the end is never told. The glass is cold against my skin, watching where the night begins. I see a shadow in the frame, a ghost that doesn't have a name. Every surface starts to glow with the life I used to know. It's a trick of light and silvered gray, turning all the truth away. It's a silver reflection tonight, blinded by the artificial light. I'm chasing versions reflection tonight. The hallway bends into the dark, searching for a human spark. But every image that I see is a stranger facing me. The geometry is shifting fast, built on ruins of the past. It's a silver reflection still, moving slow against my will. Every face I'm reaching through turns to someone I once knew. Yeah, it's a silver reflection tonight. If I shatter every pane, would I finally break the chain? Or just be cut by every shard of a heart that grew too hard? It's a silver reflection tonight, blinded by the artificial light. Every piece I'm holding to still reflects a part of you. Yeah, it's a silver reflection tonight. In the silver fading out, just a shadow compass point is wrong. I've been searching for too long. The grid is breaking at the edge. Standing on a silent ledge, I see the shadows of the code on this long and frozen road. The satellites are falling down over this forgotten town. I'm sending out a flare of light into the belly of the night. But the radar's blank and cold, like a story never told. It's a no coordinate tonight. Beyond the reach of satellite sight. I'm a ghost in the machine, searching for what lies between. Yeah, it's enough. Coordinate tonight. If I delete the memory, would I finally be free? Or am I just a glitch in time, looking for a reason or a rhyme? 0, 1, 0, none. It's enough. Coordinate tonight. Beyond the reach of satellite sight. I'm a ghost in the machine, searching for what lies between. Yeah, it's enough. Coordinate tonight. Coordinates lost. Lost in the now. The room is flooding with a different light. Not the neon, not the night. I can finally see the dust on the shelf, and the parts of me I kept to myself. The echoes used to scream so loud, like a thunderstorm inside a cloud. But the air is thin and the wind is still. I'm standing on a quiet hill. I don't go looking for your ghost no more. the real is done.
Walking through the wires again, counting down the bits of pain. Every memory's a rusted key in a digital security. I see your face in the LED, a ghost within the circuitry, but the voltage is dropping low to a place I can't follow. Capture what didn't last. Data fragments in the air. I reach out, but nothing's there. Just a sequence of a broken dream. A frozen scream. It's an electromagnetic field tonight, burning in the cold and blue light. Everything we were is just a spark, fading into the deep and quiet dark. Yeah, it's an electromagnetic field tonight. If I cut the power, if I lose the line, would you still be here? Would you still be mine? Or are we just a code that failed to run underneath a digital sun? Magnetic field tonight. Field tonight. A million signals start to break, like every promise that we make. The screen is flickering to red. All the words we never said are floating in a sea of lead. Everything is hanging by a thread. I'm standing in the dead of space, looking for a familiar face. But the ionosphere is far too thick, and my heart is just a ticking click. The compass spins without a pole, searching for a piece of soul. It's an electromagnetic haze. I'm lost inside a digital maze. The connection's gone, the sky is black, and there is no way of turning back. No transmission, no reply, just the thunder in a copper sky. Yeah, I'm lost in the haze tonight. Are you trapped in the wires? Are you burning in the fires? Is the distance getting wide, or are you just on the other side? The other side, the other side, the other side. It's an electromagnetic haze. I'm lost inside a digital maze. The connection's gone, the sky is black, and there is no way of turning back. No transmission, no reply, just the thunder in a copper sky. Yeah, I'm lost in the haze tonight. Searching for a signal, offline, lost. The tide is erasing the lines we drew, changing the gold into a darker hue. writing codes on the salt and shell, a story that the ocean will never tell. The numbers are dissolving in the foam, searching for a frequency to call us home. Every digit is a grain of dust, turning our iron hearts into rust. The lighthouse is blinking in a broken tongue, like a song that was never meant to be sung. I'm tracing the geometry of the waves above the silence of the coral graves. The wind is a static that I can't translate, leaving our shadows at the garden gate. It's a barcode on the shifting sand, slipping through the fingers of my hand. The world is a signal we couldn't read, a garden growing from a hollow seed. Yeah, it's a barcode on the sand tonight. If the sea should take the shore, would we remember what we're fighting for? Or just dissolve into the white and gray, where all the symbols simply wash away? A signal we couldn't read, a garden growing from a hollow seed. Yeah, it's a barcode on the sand tonight. Lines in the water, nothing to scare, nothing to hold. waiting for the sky to fall. The ink is rusted, the pen is cold. A story that was never told. I left a trail of silver thread, thinking of the things you said. But the thorns have grown so tall and wide, with nowhere left for me to hide. The signposts point to nowhere now. I don't even remember how. I found my way into this haze, a ghost inside a broken maze. The compass needle spinning fast, chasing shadows of the past. It's a hollow highway, a dead-end street. The ground is burning beneath my feet. I'm shouting at the heavy rain, but it won't wash away the stain. Yeah, it's a hollow highway tonight. If I burn the map, if I break the glass, would I finally let the morning pass? Or am I just a runner in the dark, searching for a dying spark? It's a hollow highway, a dead-end street. The ground is burning beneath my feet. I'm shouting at the heavy rain, but it won't wash away the stain. Yeah, it's a hollow highway tonight. Nowhere to go, the road is gone, just the dust before the dawn. watching all the seasons pass. North is just a hollow word, a song the sailors never heard. The stars are shifting in their place, searching for a saving grace. I'm walking on a shifting floor, but I can't find the northern shore. The maps are burning in the cold, stories that were never told. I'm tracing lines upon my palm, waiting for the coming calm. But the wind is screaming out your name, and every direction feels the same. Yeah, the compass broke tonight, somewhere between the dark and light. I'm drifting out to open sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, the compass broke tonight. If I throw the metal to the deep, would I finally get some sleep, or just wander in the gray until the ocean washes me away? Yeah, the compass broke tonight, somewhere between the dark and light. I'm drifting out to open sea, where no one's coming back for me. Yeah, the compass broke tonight. No direction, no shore, just the waves. There's a vibration in the floor, coming through the heavy door. Not a whisper, not a word, just a humming I have heard. Iron pulse and silver thread, waking up the things we said. It's a weight I can't define, walking down a broken line. The concrete walls are breathing slow, holding ghosts we used to know. It's the shaking of the ground, where the buried truth is found. Every second, every beat, coming up beneath my feet. It's a residual resonance tonight, shaking through the faded light. I can't stop the phantom sound from the wreckage underground. It's a residual resonance tonight. Does the echo ever die underneath this hollow sky? Or does it keep on ringing on, long after we are gone? It's a residual resonance tonight, shaking through the faded light. I can't stop the phantom sound from the wreckage underground. Yeah, it's a residual resonance tonight. Resonance. The floor is still, but I feel it still. inside a cage. heavy salt inside my throat. The letters burn, the edges curl in the ruins of our world. I'm digging through the charcoal dust for a feeling I can trust. But every sentence turns to gray before I find the words to say. The grammar breaks, the meaning dies underneath the hollow skies. It's just the cinder of the words tonight, burnt and blinded by the light. I'm screaming in a dead tongue now, trying to remember how. Yeah, it's just the cinder of the words tonight. I find a vowel, I find a trace of the ghost behind your face. But the fire took the best of us, leaving only smoke and rust. It's just the cinder of the words somehow. I can't even hear them now. Through the ashes, through the cold, stories that will stay untold. Yeah, it's just the cinder of the words tonight. If I gather all the dust, can I build a bridge of trust? Or am I riding on the wind for the secrets that we nothing left but the ash.